It's GetReel, the video blog for all your classic movie needs.
Something to please all tastes and age groups.
Holy mackerel!
Only on the YouTube channel Classic Flicks Mix Picks. Keeping Loretta young. All right, you stumbled into GetReel for June 24th, 2022.
Hey, get real.
Yeah, buddy, as real as it gets. See the girl with the curls? That's Mary Pickford, America's sweetheart. And on this date in 1916, she became the first woman in Hollywood to sign a $1 million contract. It was an agreement which also gave her artistic control over her films. Obviously, a lot going on under those curls. 3 years later, she and soon-to-be husband Douglas Fairbanks helped change the face of the movie industry when they teamed with Charlie Chaplin and D.W. Griffith to form United Artists. She was now producing and starring in her own films. Problems with the front office? She was the front office. It was a level of independence rare for a man, but unheard of for a woman. So anyway, I want to change things up and jump right in with the old subscription pitch. I'd love it if you just hit that little red button. No money down, no money ever. We don't need your money.
Well, I'm stuck with 2 and 2, and I'm a sucker if I can make 4 out of it.
That's right, Jim. We need subscribers. That's how we move up the YouTube food chain. And now back to our program, which is no longer in progress. Next Thursday is the 116th anniversary of the birth of the man, Anthony Mann. And starting at 6 a.m., TCM will be showing 8 of his films, including earlier film noirs like Desperate and Side Street, and a couple of westerns from his later work, including The Naked Spur with Jimmy Stewart. Mann and Stewart made a total of 8 films together, including 5 westerns that helped reshape the genre. But today I want to talk about Border Incident. It's on at 7:30, so you probably want to set your DVR, but it's worth it. It's a film noir starring George Murphy as a federal agent who teams up with Mexican agent Ricardo Montalban.
Tonight, in front of La Fortuna Barberia.
Montalban goes undercover as a Mexican migrant worker looking to enter the United States illegally. But the feds aren't out to bust migrants. They want to nail the traffickers exploiting them. The workers pay to be smuggled across the border, only to be made into wage slaves by the American gang and robbed and murdered on their return by the Mexican gang. And I have to tell you, it's striking for a 2022 viewer to see an army of Spanish-speaking migrant workers portrayed in such a positive light. The film starts with a mini documentary about the essential role Mexican workers play in getting the American crops in from the field.
A vast army of farm workers who must be available when needed. And this army of workers comes from our neighbor to the south, from Mexico.
They're portrayed as a vulnerable group, and the ones who try to cross illegally as a desperate group. And take notice of John Alton's creative cinematography. This is the guy you want on a low-budget film to create an entire reality out of light and shadow and frame composition. And as you're looking at these harsh landscapes, realize that this is the same guy that won an Oscar for those lush Technicolor images in An American in Paris 2 years later. And let's not forget the supporting cast: Howard Da Silva, Charles McGraw, Sig Ruman, Alfonso We Don't Need to Show You No Stinking Badges Bedoya. Let me warn you, Border Incident is a compelling film, but it's not a nice film to watch. There's some truly gruesome moments. No gore, but through extremely imaginative cinematography and editing. Well, watch and find out. Really, you people have got to stop driving off of my speakers. Come on.
You get more out of life when you go out to a movie.
The James Wong Howe series at the Museum of the Moving Image ends this weekend. Meanwhile, the Hollywood Summer Nights Festival continues at the Renew Theaters. Some really good ones there. Double Indemnity is a great one to see on a big screen. Well, that's all she wrote, so she's not going to write any more. I'm out of here. Check out ClassicFlixMix.com for info and links to the stuff we talked about for the past 10 minutes. Feel free to rant on Facebook, by email, or right on the website. We're back next Friday with a new GetReel, only on the YouTube channel Classic Flix Mix Picks.